Hello and welcome back to Billy Ho Sports. Continuing coverage of this weekend's opening weekend at Churchill Downs, my home track. The fall meet begins Thursday with Twilight Racing, which is awesome. If you're local and you ever get a chance to get out there for Twilight Racing, really cool. $2 beers, food trucks, live music, just a really good time had by all. But Saturday we're loaded. I've got the Iroquois Stakes preview already out. Give that one a look. Now we're going to do a few more videos to try to round things out. We'll probably do a pick five. Tons of coverage coming this week. So please subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button for me. Share Billy Ho's content around social media with X and Facebooks and Instagram or wherever you can. Much appreciated. Any hot bets or takes or any good things, leave them in the comments. Let's get this thing started. Race number 7 is the Locust Grove, grade 2, mile and a 16th, on the dirt for fillies and mares, 3-year-old and upward. Post number 1, Musical Mischief, trained by Mike McCarthy, Edgar Morales, has a win. I failed to mention in the previous video, obviously, earlier in the week, about the possibility for rain. It's been so dry in Louisville, but I think we're looking at maybe an off track on just with this imminent rain coming our way. So Musical Mischief won at Churchill Downs in the mud, 2 back, which is relevant. It was only 80K, but still wins a win. The Groupie Doll just kind of didn't get it done there, was right on the lead in the stretch, but weakened and was beaten by a rival Pig Ale in this race. So Musical Mischief is kind of a use at your own risk kind of a horse. Does have some good success. Another off the turf win way down here at Churchill Downs. And I believe I had one more successful outing somewhere in his career. But that was the maiden, so maybe not. Free Like a Girl. Number 1 in Prime Power, kind of weird. She did look good in the pink ribbon at Charlestown. Excellent race by her. 2 back in the Fleur de Lis, not so much, running 6th, but should be a strong contender. Plenty of grade 1 stakes experience. La Troyenne, 2nd place to Idiomatic in the mix with Flying Connection and a Dare Manor down here in Apple Blossom, grade 1. So a quality horse, and definitely one that you have to take notice of. Luis Saez will ride it once again. Taxed is the number 3 horse. Seems to win optional claimers and allowance type races, but you see the stakes experience just really not really getting it done at all in any of these. So Taxed is a horse that we probably all know and heard of because it was on the Kentucky Oaks Trail back in 2023, but just hasn't really come to fruition for this one. So I'm probably not going to have any interest there, but I will have some interest in Loved. Blowout win in the slop at Ellis, way back here, 4 back, as you can see right here in an 80. It was only an optional claimer, but I feel like it's relevant. It was 12 length right away victory in hand in the slop, which matters to me in this race. If it is, and off track, but I'm going to play it that way because it's just this imminent rain just seems like it's unavoidable. So I will make my adjustments accordingly later on in the week as how it goes. But the Molly Pitcher Double Dog or Double Dare, Dog Dare, whatever it is, really didn't run all that well. And then came out and hit this stakes race, running a very fast pace, which I liked. So I think sometimes at Churchill Downs, when it is a sloppy sealed track, you can see a little faster pace, like you saw some of that come into play on Kentucky Oaks Day. So these fillies are any filly that ran on Kentucky Oaks Day is kind of one you might want to look at too. So this one I think has got some skills, ran some bigs, ran a big +16 pace setting here. So Loved, I think, would be definitely in the mix here. And I guess it's Pig Ale or Pig Ollie, or not really sure the pronunciation, but 100 speed in the neck victory in the groupie doll at Ellis. But I don't think I'll see a repeat performance here. I think that was just kind of a peak. You could see nothing but 80s in the speed figures moving up in class. So probably not going to play that one. Corningstone is another one, post position 6, that I would kind of like to see do well. I like Kenny McPeak, Julian Leperoux is the jockey, and just some middling efforts here. I don't think that this horse is competitive with this field. So I'm probably not going to have a whole lot of interest here on that one. And that brings me to the horse I will have a ton of interest in, and that's Shotgun Hottie. And that's Sherry DeVoe. Let's go. And that's Jose Ortiz on the mount. And really strong past 2 races, second places. Just missed a neck loss to Scylla. And if you follow horse racing, Scylla is one of the top older dirt females in the country. So is Raging Sea, who she ran 2.5 lengths behind in the Chuvy. And Raging Sea, obviously, you can see the italics, wheeled back to win the next one. Shotgun Hottie, in my opinion, is the clear top choice, sired by Gunrunner, 22% mud. And FYI, recent Gunrunner filly just sold for 7 figures at Keeneland. So these Gunrunner fillies are just really, really good. So I really like Shotgun Hottie, and I'll have a take on that in the selections in a minute. Then we round out the field with Hoosier Filly. And a horse that I took notice of in this Monomoy girl right after the Black Eyed Susan, where she ran second in that one as well, got beat by Taxed. You can see the Black Eyed Susan. That's why Taxed was kind of highly thought of, but I don't think that. I think that was just the one signature win for Taxed. Not going to have a whole lot of interest in Hoosier Filly, I don't think either. It does have Irad or Ortiz aboard, but like I said, when you got all these bulletins, always far back versus weaker, outside post, poor win, poor greatest stakes record for the trainer. So all that adds up to no thanks. So now let's go round out this selection process and get on out of here. Okay, selections for the Locust Grove. This is my best bet of the day. Shotgun Hottie, 22% in the mud, daughter of Gunrunner. 3-star top pick, if that's what you want to call it. But that's the one I'm going to go with. But I do like the Loved underneath. Musical Mischief looks like maybe a good play underneath as well. Along with Free Like a Girl, I think can be a definite contender. Other than that, I'm just going to put Shotgun Hottie on top and call it a day. And hopefully she doesn't get bet down too awfully bad. And we'll see how things go. And that's the preview for the Locust Grove Stakes. We are getting it done this week over here at Billy Ho Sports. So I appreciate you joining me. Subscribe, like, and share. Until next time, we're going to see you soon.